NBS Central, NBS Universe. We are back at it again, man. It's your boy Keo. I got my co-host with me,
Yo,
the
yo,
Bar
yo, we back.
God, the
We
Bar
back,
God,
man.
Mister
That's right.
Undefeated, Mister Undefeated.
That's right, man. My 2023, yeah, is crazy, man.
Man,
Keep going though. NBS Universe, we back. Infinite content, man.
the
What we
best,
got
the
on the table
best,
for the night?
the best battle rapper in the world. By the way,
That's right. God darn it. The best in
I
the
think,
world.
I deserve a Bar God for that.
You know what, man? Hold on. I might find one somewhere. Hold on.
Woo!
Oh, God.
So now
Salute.
let's get the show going. So we know you guys normally see us talk a lot of battle rap, but when me and Danny started NBS Universe, we wanted to make sure it was just more than just battle rap. You know, um, politics, sports, entertainment, music reviews. We have yet to do that, but we
Yeah,
gonna get
yeah,
to
yeah.
that.
Yeah, you know what? I might have to
You
do
know,
the Drake album review next week, man, for sure. As soon as I get back from the Marv One battle.
yeah, but
And I want to review a couple movies that just dropped too.
yeah. But today, no, tomorrow we'll be back with the battle rap. But today we want to cover something that's been trending on the internet that has people talking. Jada Pinkett Smith, ladies and gentlemen, that's who we're talking about. So
Oh
as
man.
so as
All
people
right.
know, she recently did an interview on the Today Show, and she exposed a couple things which got caught a lot of people off guard. And one of the main things that she mentioned was that um for the last 7 years, her and Will Smith has also been separated. She also stated in the interview also that Chris Rock was trying to get at her, like trying to date her.
Shit,
So
man.
she also revealed something that we already all know, that she's always been in love with Pac. Um, so with that being said, so the main thing was the being separated for the last 7 years. Oh, what do you make of that? Because I see a lot of mixed reactions and emotions when it comes to that.
Well, so I'm just hearing this, I didn't see the interview and just kind of how we did the easy live, how we just kind of recapped that, and I just kind of just told you my thoughts right there on the spot. I'm gonna do that with this one. So already in the public eye, it's almost like they always was like known as swingers anyway. So people just they kind of, I mean, I guess they're together, but then they seeing other people. So it's not really a big surprise. But what is surprising is, okay, were they separated during the time when she was messing with August Alsina? Were they together then, or were they not together?
Right.
Well, I mean, no, I'm asking you, like, were they separated?
Well, yeah, they should be separated because that wasn't seven. That wasn't nowhere close to 7 years ago. So
All right. Okay. So with that, now it's like, but she's the one that called it an entanglement. And why would it have been that big of a deal if they weren't together? Maybe, you know what though? Maybe in their house it wasn't that big of a deal, but to the public it was. But it still was like embarrassing on Will Smith's behalf.
um, I don't know what it is. I don't know what what curse she has on Will Smith, but she just keeps on humiliating, humiliating Will Smith, and he's just not doing a damn thing about it. Like, put your foot down, say something. He's been quiet. He's never been spoken about any of this. Like since 2016, are we wrong for with the August Alsina situation? If it's the for 7 years, if it
So
is,
you saying we shouldn't even trip? We should not have tripped, but we had to. We had to in that moment during that time because this information wasn't. We didn't have this info. So if
yeah.
we hearing she basically crept around with August Alsina behind Will Smith back then, a lot of us we grew up with Will Smith, so we love the guy. We don't even know him. A lot of us never met him, never will, but we just from Fresh Prince of Bel Air, his music, Summertime, Independence Day, all his blockbuster movies, we just feel some sort of an attachment to him, and to see him, at that moment, it felt like he got done dirty. So we were looking at her like the bad guy, but it ain't our marriage. It's not our relationship. So it's like
So
we can't. We could cast our own judgment, but that's if he forgave her and they still stay together. Then who are we? But if they wasn't together during that time, did she? I don't know. Did she do anything wrong? Yes or no?
she didn't do anything wrong. If that's the case, if they were separated, then if that's the case, then the entire world owes them an apology.
How? How? But okay, were they separated but still living in the same house?
Okay, so from what I know, um, um, okay, so from what I know from the clip, um, she went public and she said they were separated for had they were separated for the last 7 years. They were not living together. They were living quote. They were living completely separate lives since
Oh, well,
2016.
if that's the case, okay, if that's the case, she was able to do whatever she wanted to do because who
And then she
knows
also
what Will was doing during that time. He
and then
probably was
she also
doing all
stated
kind of shit.
and she also said the reason why they didn't go public because they were not ready yet when it came to the separation. Uh they were trying to she said they were trying to still figure things out, how to be in a partnership. That's what she said. And then she said that how do we present that? She said how do we present that to people? She said to the interviewer, and she said we haven't figured that out yet. um Obviously they've been married since 1997. Jada Pinkett's 52, Will's 55. um but um she did say that they are not legally divorced. um yeah, so the August Alsina situation, it happened in 2020, July 2020, when they talked about they were romantically involved. They got into an entanglement, and then I guess we know the story behind that. Then going into 2022, um, obviously Will Smith went on stage, and it was the slap heard around the world after Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith because she suffered from a disease. Um, um, and she did open up about the incident. Also, she said that they thought it was she thought it was a comedic between two men, which I thought also. I thought it was like it was all in play, and I didn't know it
Oh,
was
she
that.
thought. Oh, she thought Will was playing.
Yeah, she said in her own words, she said, I thought this was a skit. I was like, there was no way Will hit him, she recalled. She said
Man, listen.
it wasn't until Will started to walk back to his chair that I even realized it wasn't a skit. Um and then she told the interviewer, she says to him, "Are you okay?" Um, and yeah, and she said their marriage, it a lot of things got fractured in it, as far as their marriage goes. Um, she also says that I think by the time we got to 2016, we both just were exhausted with trying, and she said I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be. She also said that she made a promise that there would be never be a reason for her and Smith to divorce, and it just haven't been able, and she just haven't been able to break the promise. She said,
Oh, come
um,
on, man. Listen, man. Hold on, man. Like
and she
there.
okay. And, last thing. She also revealed her about her marriage, her career, her early life in her forthcoming memoir, Worthy, and the book is actually expected to be released next week, October 17th.
See, exactly. That's what all this shit be about. At the end of the day, man, it's just promo. You trying to sell something. You got a book coming out, so you say that all these little scandalous details just to get some bread. You feel me?
Right.
But as far as like not doing like promising to stay married and shit, like what's the point? I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like to each his own. Everybody run their marriage how they run it. Everybody got their own little system. So, you really can't judge somebody else. Let me ask you this though. Has being married to Jada Pickett, has that helped or hurt Will Smith's career?
I think in the beginning it didn't do any damage, but I think towards the end or wherever it was, I think it a lot of things started coming out and it just went out to the public. So it did hurt his career
Cause that
towards the
slap,
end.
yeah, because that slap, they banned him from the award ceremonies for the next 10 years or something. And
Yeah.
that happened because of her. Uh he used to be $20 million Will Smith every movie. Every summer it was Will Smith summer. You know what I mean? He had all the blockbusters. I think they was doing well until I think he did like Wild Wild West. And then that's kind of where it's like, nah, this ain't it. But prior to that, he had even after that, he got classic films. I Robot. What's the one with the zombies? When what's that one with the zombies? I Am Legend. I think it's I Am
Oh
Legend.
yeah, yeah. I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. Yeah, yeah. So many. Enemy of the State. He got so many classic films.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to look at like his overall aura has kind of went down. His light ain't shining as bright as it was prior to being with this woman.
Yeah, that's true.
So, marriage, I've been married the last 11, 12 years, 12 years. So I know it has a lot of ups and downs, tough times. You just got to tough it out. But it seemed like there's just been more scandalous shit going on. And then the Tupac shit. Of course, she still loved Pac.
Yeah.
Damn,
If I'm with somebody and they still got feelings for somebody and they're still in love with somebody, I don't want to be with them.
But what if that person is deceased? So I was like, in terms of your insecurity or how uncomfortable that makes you feel.
Continue to think about that person though. So it's like
that's not never. Listen though, I one thing I know is women be having that one or two dudes. You know what I'm saying, that they always gonna love no matter what.
And then she's continuing to put it out to the public, and just imagine
that's
how it makes you. That's evil, man.
That's the cold part. It's like you're publicly embarrassing this man, and maybe he's immune to it. Maybe he don't care. Because I mean, a lot of people would have been left. They would have been left. That again, calling for the end of somebody's marriage ain't my style. That's for him and her to decide. And obviously they decided not to get a divorce.
So I want to talk about the Chris Rock thing. So obviously, every summer there were reports that will come out and about her and Will getting a divorce. And there was a particular summer, Chris Rock, he thought they were getting a divorce. So he said that, in her words, she said, so he called me and basically he was like, I would love to take you out. And Jada Pinkett responded by on the phone call. She said, I was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, aren't you and Will getting a divorce? I was like, no, Chris, those are just rumors. And Jada Pinkett said, I was appalled and I was profusely he profusely apologized, and that was that. They did reach out to Chris Rock, but their representative has not commented on it.
All right. So I think first of all,
I think the slap wasn't about the choke. I think Will knew about Chris Rock was trying to get at her. So I think it was a
maybe the joke was maybe he had that already pent up in his, maybe he had that pent up already. Like this snake motherfucker try to get at my wife. Like, come on, bro, you heard we getting divorced. Then you know me and you know this is my wife and you still try to holler at her. All right, but then maybe the joke is what was the last, the straw that broke the camel's back. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that was the last thing he needed, was just some type of trigger. Maybe that was it. I will say this. We don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. I don't got her phone. She got unless she putting out text messages or some type of proof. I don't know. She could just be saying that. If it is true, that's foul on Chris Rock on his behalf. But he probably looked at it like, shit, y'all getting a divorce, it's fair game. Like maybe him and Will Smith ain't best friends and they not cool that. But it's still that's still shady looking.
Yeah, if they were friends, then Chris Rock was wrong. But if they weren't friends, then yeah. Because the comedy world, they're very close and very connected. So I assume Will and Chris Rock were friends or had some.
I wouldn't say friends, but associates, right? Yeah, associates. But still, that's that man's wife. You know what I'm saying? I guess when you're a celebrity, when you're Jada Pinkett, everybody know who your husband is or ex-husband is. So whoever she get with, it's not a foul move, I guess. Maybe it's not a foul move, but shit, she can't act like she was appalled and shocked. Because if that's the case, you wasn't shocked when August was hollering at you, or she got at him. You got at August Alsina. You wasn't shocked and appalled then.
Well, nobody knew about the August Alsina until they put it out to
but
the
I'm
world.
Saying, she can't act like Chris getting at her was like it's a dirty move when you yourself wind up stepping outside of your marriage anyway.
I think there's more to this than what we know, because that memoir, that book, is gonna release a lot of things. So I don't think this is gonna be
all about, man.
I don't think this is gonna be the last time we talked about
and
this.
That's why she put these little tidbits and these little Easter eggs and morsels out. So you can you're in hope she's gonna talk about how in her and August talked and what happened in intimate details and things of that nature.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the tidbits Math Hoffa and on the K-Shine interview. Math Hoffa was dropping the tidbits. People were continuing to talk. The more he dropped, could they continue to talk again? The more they drop, continue to talk again. It kind of reminds me about that.
Right. It's a strategic thing. You put out little. You put out the look. It's just like a movie. You drop a fire trailer and you get everybody to come out and pay the money to see the whole movie.
This memoir, this book, this is like a nuclear bomb. This is a nuclear weapon. And
if it's a tell-all, it's gonna sell out. It's gonna sell out anyway because it's data.
It's gonna go everywhere. I guarantee you. Once that book comes out next week, me and you, we're probably gonna come back and talk about this because I want to see what
we might have to recap the book. We might got to read it our damn self and recap the book.
You know, she basically tells how she felt about Pac, her relation with Pac. She also mentioned about how actually Will really feel about Pac. I want to hear from Will Smith.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I'm about to say. First of all, why you gotta tell us how he feel? If he want to put that out, he can do it himself. He got his own.
Will Smith.
He got his own means of putting out how he feels about his wife still being in love with a dead man. He'll never get out of Tupac's shadow. That's whack. Right? That's whack for her to even. You know what I'm saying? Even if that's how you feel, she can't help. Look, she can't help how she feel.
With all due respect, this family is a damn circus, man. You got Will, Jada, August Alsina. You got Pac involved, and then with their kids, they're not the greatest people. When it comes to Willow and Jaden.
Yeah.
We heard a lot of things about them also. So this is a complete mess, and it's about to be all over the place, not just in the media world, but in the Hollywood world also. So imagine how people feel about that. Who knows? They're probably gonna do a based on the true story movie about this afterwards.
Damn, you already know it, man. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? You know what I'm saying?
Will Smith is one of the most popular actors of all time. He was one of the first ones that I started to follow. One of my favorite shows was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and obviously Bad Boys. Obviously the classic Bad Boys. So this Independence Day. So this is gonna go all over the place, man. And it's just we'll need to do something.
You know what, man? I'm about to just watch all Will Smith movies this week, man. Just to I'm gonna support my man. You know, it's like
he needs to film a new movie. He needs to do something, man, just to get his mind off of it. Because this is a huge distraction, and I can't even imagine what he's going through right now.
Again, he is either being mentally destroyed, emotionally destroyed, traumatized, gotta be embarrassing, gotta keep answering phone calls,
man.
Or he probably just so used to this shit with her, it don't even phase him no more. It's one of the two.
Hey, I can't believe I'm asking the question. Who has it the worst right now? Will Smith or Papoose?
It gotta be Will Smith, man.
Yeah,
gotta be Will Smith, man, because you know.
But the thing is, though, Papoose and Will
has been going on for years and years and years with her. But this ain't new.
The thing with Papoose and Will is they both haven't said a word.
And maybe that's the best way to move. Maybe you just stay quiet and keep getting your money and keep moving. It ain't like they life over and their careers are done because of something maybe that their wife have done to them or whatever. But you know, shit, they gonna keep pushing. Those are kings. They kings, man. I just hope that mentally Will Smith isn't being just broken to where he can't be the greatness that he is in terms of motivational speaking, books, film, music, all the things that he does. I just hope that this doesn't impact him negatively in that aspect. Also, just mentally, just period. Even if he never does another movie or nothing else, I just don't want this to really just mess him up, man. Because we love Will Smith.
Yes,
We do.
sir. I just want to
You
hear
know,
from him. I just want to hear what he has to say because I've heard enough from Jada, man. To be honest with you, man, and we're probably gonna hear more from her.
there you are. She got the whole book coming out. That's crazy. You know, again, she out here she's doing the money moves. She getting to the bread. I don't know if they in on this shit together where
Doubt it.
she gonna get the money and
Embarrass
the
him like
money
that,
goes
and
back
they're
into
both.
the house.
I think Will has enough money as it is. Like,
He don't need her damn memoir
and
book money. But look though,
I know there's a saying that you could never have enough money, but it's Will Smith, man. Like it's Will Smith at the end of the day.
nah, he good. It ain't like he finna be out here, just begging for work. You know what I'm saying? He's Will Smith, but you know, just his like I said, his star isn't shining as bright as it used to, man. Not as bright as it used to, man. I don't want him to see him being just a shell of him former self, just washed up and just because he's not there mentally. I just don't want to see that. So
Right.
it's not fair what she's doing as far as everything.
We've been talking about this too long, so I just wanted to cover it really quick. The whole world's talking about it and giving their take on it. So I said, "Yo, Danny, let's talk about this, man."
Hey man, infinite content, man. I don't care what happened. We covering everything, man. Pop culture shit, politics. It don't matter, man. Not just battle rap. We don't just, you know what I mean.
But with that being said, man, let's wrap things up. Let's go straight to our shout outs.
Yo. It's Danny Myers, Bar God, infinite content, MBS Universe. Subscribe to the channel, man. That's my co-host, the evil battle rap media, Keo. Follow him on Twitter at I Hate Keo. Subscribe to MBS Universe, MBS Central. A lot of content on the way. Lots of content. Will keep your damn head up, man. Papoose, keep your damn head up.
And we'll put this blog out as soon as possible. We ain't waited the next day. We put it out immediately once we end this. But once again, man, MBS Universe,